It is Friday, January 9th. Just a little teaser of some of the things I'm working on right now. As I mentioned before, we have some bottleneck lessons on the way. Hopefully I'll get some of those popping out at you next week. I know people have been asking about a lot of cool bottleneck tunes. So that's on my quick hit list very soon. But what I really want to do today was just give you a quick rundown of some of the cool things that a lot has been happening this week. Something that just, if you've been checking the forums, that just we followed up on today. Everybody that entered our contest, our February contest, was promised an MP3 album. I believe it was Hector Garcia's Ecos de Amor. And trust me, Hector is back in front of the camera. We're working on some cool stuff with Hector. So if you entered the contest, you should be getting an email right now. It's probably already in your box somewhere as to how to collect your album. It might even anyway, follow that. So we're catching up on that. As TG Mike said, there's a lot been going on in the lab. Now, some of the things that have been going on, two of the biggest cool things this week were a new feature. One where you could create your own poll. I threw one together of asking about electric guitar players, but I also put a little different spin on it. I wanted it to be something that you would be able to say in a few years this person had been a big influence on you. If again, once somebody asks you, like, wow, how'd you learn how to play like that? And you might want to say, well, it was because I listened a lot to Robert Johnson, who of course never played the electric guitar, but I put him on the list anyway, which will tie into today's mystery song that I might get to at the end. But anyhow, so yeah, being able to create your own poll in the forums is a lot of fun. The other big news there is we're putting together the community world map, and as this is going to take a while to completely form, but all the TG members around the world, and there are thousands and thousands and thousands, will be pinned on a map tied into Google and all kinds of stuff. So that's in the community section. If you want to see the map, go in there, and don't worry, if you're not there yet. In fact, I'm not there yet, but I'm hoping to be soon. That's the way that's going to work. This week we also put out a lot of student reviews, and some of them were really cool. There was, I think, Little Martha came out recently. What else? Still the Same, Shades of Funk. We had a review on More Than Words. And Linus and Lucy, too. I know a few people out there are probably working on Linus and Lucy, and so you can check the upload that I got a response to on Linus and Lucy from Mark recently. So we also had a lot of new tunes. Mostly we're finishing up the strumming series, so we're strumming volume 2. I think that's complete now. I have to double check, but that's we're trying to wrap that up, because I know once you start working on that stuff. Now I also have a lot of songs coming that are going to take advantage of some of the fancy strumming that happened in there, so I can't tell you too much about that yet either. But we let's see what else came out this week. Two cool tunes. California Dreamin', and I know people are having a fun time with that. It's a pretty easy campfire song, but it's still a lot of fun to play. And again, if you want to play it in the key the Mamas and Papas did it, get it up there, put the capo at the 4th fret, you're good to go. And then again, one of our absolute top requested songs. Actually, so it got knocked down from, I think it was at number 2 for a while, for a long time, after While My Guitar Gently Weeps got bounced. And that is Amie, Pure Prairie League. So I hope you're having a little fun with that. The rhythm guitar part is very easy, so it's really just strumming through a bluegrass type progression, and then but we have the lead. So it's a good chance for you to work on your flat picking skills and keeping a steady flow of downs and ups. So that was the other big thing that was happening this week was Amie and California Dreamin'. There are a lot of other really cool songs in the pipeline. Now, I want to end with a little sideline story that happened to me. I think this was just yesterday now, and that is every once in a while I'll be driving around and a song will come on the radio and I won't recognize it. I'll think, hey, when I stop the car and I'm ready to go in the house, it's very rare for me to stay in the car and listen and find out who it was. The last time this happened was about 8 or 9 years ago when John Mayer's first album came out. I heard one of his tunes, and it grabbed me like, wow, that is a really different sound, really good guitar playing, cool voice, and a catchy tune. And this happened yesterday. I was driving around and I thought, speaking of Robert Johnson, I heard something that sounded a lot like a Robert Johnson tune, particularly reminded me of Led Zeppelin's cover of traveling Riverside blues. And so I sat in the car, listened to it for a little while. It had, I hope I can remember it. Anyway, went something like that. So if you know what that song is and can help me out, I'd like to probably do a lesson on it. It had some great slide guitar playing in it. I'm not even sure who was doing this. Didn't recognize the voice. But if you've got that tune and you know what it is, let me know. If not, don't worry. I'm going to track it down and probably do a lesson on it. So that's it for today. I'm getting back to working on lessons for everybody, and I will see you next Friday.